going to give a warm welcome to Miss Travis. She is a teacher at my school, and she's going to talk to you guys for a little bit.
Hi, everybody.
Hello.
Hey, I'm so excited I get to be here with all of you. I was really honored when Christian asked me to come and talk and hang out with you guys because I really love being able to talk with students. I teach at East Palo Alto Academy, and I get to work with students every day and teach them history. And so today I was hoping to talk a little bit about who I am and a little bit of my story, and to also encourage you in 3 specific ways. So I'm going to present a bunch of pictures, and hopefully that means you get to know me better. And maybe you can relate to some of the things that I say. Okay, so feel free to look at the screen. You probably are not going to want to miss the pictures. There's some of me when Miss Travis was much younger. So here we go. I chose to start with this picture. This is a picture with me in the middle when I had longer hair, and my twin and my little sister. And this is on my graduation day from Stanford University, which is really important to me because it's one of the reasons that I'm able to teach now. So I was able to graduate from Stanford with my bachelor's in political science and my master's in education that allowed me to be able to teach in California. And so that's how me and Christian are connected. But that's not where I started. I actually started in Glendale, California. And this is a picture of where I used to live, my family and I, because we kind of struggled with money. We had to live in a hotel for several years. And so there was some really hard things that were part of living in a hotel, like being crowded or squished in a room. But then there was also really positive things like being able to use a pool all the time, which I really loved. Um, Eventually my family and I were able to move to Pasadena because we found an apartment. And for the majority of my elementary and high school, I lived either in an apartment, sometimes garages, sometimes with other people, sometimes with like Housing 8 and like some government assistance, Section 8 and government assistance. But through it all, I know that I was able to accomplish so much because I had such a loving and supportive environment. And I hope that all of you also have that environment as well. One of the environments that was really fun for me to be able to develop more into who I am and learn about what I'm interested in, what I like, was through school. And so I would join different clubs. Maybe you have different activities at the schools that you go to. But one of my favorite was actually being part of Math Field Day, because even though I teach history now, I really loved math because it's super important and it helps you to think in different ways. So, oops, this is a picture of me on Math Field Day from middle school. I'm the second from the left, and these are some of my friends that I got to learn math with. I eventually graduated from high school with, and these are my friends here, which was really important because I was the first in my family to graduate from high school and to go to a 4-year university. So this was a really special night, and we decided to celebrate by going to this really awesome Italian restaurant. Um, and my twin and I, we graduated at the same time. So it was really special to be able to share that moment with her as well. You may have heard that going to college is expensive, which sometimes it is. It depends on what college you go to, but there's also a lot of help out there. And so one of the things that I want to definitely make sure that I tell you is that if you want to do something, you can do it. It might take some hard work. It might take some strategizing. You might have to talk with certain people or do some work on the front end, but it's possible. So I always encourage everyone to dream big and reach for the stars. And during my high school, when I was like in high school, I was able to receive a $10,000 scholarship, which is a lot of money, that helped me cover some cost of college. So there's definitely ways to be able to pursue and like do what it is that you want to do. So dream big. One of the things that I was able to do once I got to college was actually travel. And so this is a picture of me and some friends in Brazil, which is in South America, like hundreds and hundreds of miles south of where we live right now. And it was a really fun experience to be able to go to a different country, learn about their history, and be able to visit different places. This is a picture of me when I graduated from my master's. And no matter how far you go, I think it's always important to remember where you come from. So do you want to know what I did after I had this big party in EPA for my graduation? I'm going to take that as a yes. I actually went back to Mexico, where my family is from. My mom currently lives in Ciudad Juárez, even though we are originally from Durango. And I thought it was really important to go back with my family in Mexico to be able to celebrate there as well. Some of them couldn't make it to my graduation or my graduation party because they didn't have visas and they didn't have citizenship status. But I could go down, and so I did. And it was really cool to be able to share this moment and this celebration with my family because they've encouraged me so much and have been there to support me. And so once I graduated with my master's, I started teaching. So this is one of my first back to school nights with one of my mentor teachers, who's been really helpful in helping me become the best teacher that I can be. And so there's really only 3 things that I want you to remember, and I hope that you think about them often. The first one is that you are special. So be yourself. There's no better person to be than yourself. And I know that all of you are special in your own ways. You like different things. You think in different ways, and that's something to be celebrated. Number 2 is that you matter. And I hope that you constantly reflect on that and that you believe that about yourself because you are special and you do matter. And there's so many people that care about you. Speaking for teachers, I can tell you that every single teacher that I know really cares about their students. And so I hope that whenever you talk with your teachers or your classmates, you get that feeling as well. And then lastly, I just want to say you can. All of you have probably really big dreams that you want to do. And one of the things that I love about being able to work with students is that the possibilities are endless and that all of you are really creative, and you have really amazing solutions that I know are going to change the world. So thank you so much for having me. And I'll go ahead and pass it back to Christian.
Thank you so much, Ms. Travis, for your amazing presentation. Can everyone say thank you?
Thank you.
You're so welcome.